The car behind me hardly needs any introduction, and that's because the Ford Fiesta is Britain's best-selling model, finding its way onto over 130,000 driveways in 2014 alone. So why is it so popular? Well, not only is the Fiesta a national institution dating back to the 1970s, but it's also stylish, great to drive and cheap to run. But launched back in 2008, is the Fiesta still at the cutting edge of superminis, or has the latest Vauxhall Corsa finally overtaken it? Despite its small size, the Fiesta is actually a very comfortable motorway cruiser, thanks in the main to this great driving position, with a steering wheel which adjusts for reach and rake, and also a driver's seat which goes surprisingly far back and all the way forwards. It's fairly attractive in here too, however these Nokia mobile phone style buttons are now looking rather dated. We expect the next generation Fiesta to get a touchscreen, but until then the only way to avoid using all of these is to use Ford's Sync voice activation button.
Please say a command.
Audio. 3-door and 5-door body styles are available. While this 5-door might not look quite as sporty, it's certainly a great idea if you often carry more than one rear passenger. The boot can hold 270 litres of luggage if a spare wheel is fitted, or 290 litres with just a tyre repair kit, so it compares well to the 285 litre boot of the Corsa and 280 litre boot of the Polo. But none can match the 330 litres offered by the class-leading Skoda Fabia. So while this car might be getting on a bit, its handling certainly hasn't dated, and this is still the sharpest supermini. There's so much feel through the steering wheel, you can practically tell what was used to lay the tarmac, and that gives you the confidence to make the most of this agile chassis. Even basic models have taut suspension, however this firm ride still rarely transmits too many bumps into the cabin. The engine range starts with a 59 horsepower 1.25 litre petrol and goes up to a 1 litre EcoBoost with 123 horsepower. That's unless you go for the special red or black edition, which push out 138, or the cooking ST hot hatch with 180. Choose a diesel and there's a 1.5 or 1.6 litre with 75 and 95 horsepower respectively. We're testing the 99 horsepower EcoBoost with a power shift automatic transmission, and this could be a real bonus if you spend most of your time driving around town. We'd prefer the slick shifting manual, partly because it's more economical, returning 66 mpg instead of the 58 mpg of this car. Saying that, this dual clutch automatic gearbox is very smooth, even if its manual mode is rather fiddly to use. After driving the Fiesta, it's not hard to see why people sign on the dotted line after taking a test drive. It feels remarkably grown up for a supermini with excellent handling and refinement. Its interior is starting to show its age compared with rivals like the Polo and Corsa, however everything still functions well enough, and features like the quick clear windscreen are a real selling point. With low running costs and a Ford dealership in almost every town, the Fiesta should be a very cheap and simple car to run. We'd just avoid the most basic trim levels and go for a mid-spec one with the fantastic EcoBoost engine. Not only will you have more fun, but you should also get more of your money back come resale time. But what do you think of the Ford Fiesta? Feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. To check out video reviews of the Volkswagen Polo and Skoda Fabia, click on the links above.